Thank you so much, gents. Yeah, it was important to start that conversation coming into the series. Team Liquid, some people's confidence in them shaken, not the desks. And what about yours, Henry?
I feel like Team Liquid are going to absolutely wreck house today.
Okay.
I feel like the map pool looks great. Mirage kicked things off. mousesports have suffered 2 losses so far against FaZe. It was a convincing one, 16-8, and then a closer game against Vitality yesterday, but still convincing. Liquid, I feel like they're going to come out all guns blazing, and they'll be starting on the T side with a couple of smokes, some flashbangs, no upgraded pistols, and looks like we're off to the races, Alex.
I really am interested to see what mousesports we get on Mirage. Their game versus Vitality is still fresh in my mind.
Yes.
The frustrations on Chris J's face yesterday. You could hear him raising his voice as well. They were lost at times versus Vitality, and that was due to their profound aggression that they displayed across their T side. Well, Liquid, they're going to have the fight brought to them, and Karrigan immediately shut down nice and easy by Elige.
Yeah, tries to push up towards top and middle. Really doesn't work out for him. Perfect smoke here. Chris J trying to steal one away for the smoke. He's normally great at these sort of frags. Ooh. Nothing really connecting though. He's at the Frozen. He surely can find one, but absolutely wrecked there by the flashbang. Twist will finish things off. It's a 5 versus 3. Plan looks like a certainty here.
Looking to go together. And Stewie, just the doorman, looking to lock him down, and it's not a problem at all.
I love it when Stu gets fired up.
I asked him, I just saw him outside before he stepped into the server, and I asked him how he's doing. He just said confident. That was the one word he responded and then walked off.
Yeah? Is that because he doesn't like you? Or
yeah, he hates me.
Okay, it's like, Alex, I'm a bit busy right now. I'm confident, right?
That's he walked up to me. I'm just saying.
Well, it is going to be a convincing one for Liquid to kick things off there. Aggression from one player on the CD side, Karrigan, didn't even get a look into the round. Force buy in response. We've seen plenty of victories with this sort of approach. 4 Desert Eagles, 1 Scout. Voxic considered to be one of the top snipers at this event. Let's see if he can deliver on round number 2.
Smoke arrives just as Voxic gets an opportunity to connect on the Scout. Elige will start his campaign down middle. Stewie to support from under. There won't be resistance presented just yet from the mouse. Instead, aggression, through apps, that's information. They can start to rotate off, at least support the possibility of a mid-pince.
Well then, decent map control so far. Chris J, though, has burrowed his way in towards the underpass position. Will he find access? He did spot Nitro.
But Nitro
I think he's been spotted in return, so great position. Quickly shut down after the smoke and try and fall back now.
Survival important, integral to the mousesports hold, and he's managed to achieve it. Doesn't mean he's out of the round for now. Naf quite the opposite, catches Rops on the entry into A. They do kind of neglect Karrigan, who's pushed it ahead of the smoke. Voxic in the meantime actually shutting down Naf's presence on Palace, but the bomb goes down thanks to Nitro.
Oof, there's a chance here, Alex.
He tagged up Twist.
Yeah, this is actually a little bit scary for them. That makes things a bit more manageable. That shot missing as well. Maintains the 3 versus 2. Voxic, just 2 points of health. Chris J a lot more, but only with the Deagle now as he finds himself towards the bomb site.
He could close this gap on Nitro. There's no one actually watching his push other than himself. Knife out, bullets aren't connecting. Chris J's going to be kicking himself. He had a chance. Twist gives him another. Makes it the 1v2. Elige doesn't have the dream weapon for the job, but he's peppering him away with the UMP. Now upgrades to the Galil. No time. Bomb gone. Round Liquids, and Chris J, he's just going to try and keep hold of that Galil and Kevlar.
Well, there we have it. It will be Liquid losing 3 players, but on the T side, against CTs, it's very unlikely mousesports will do much more than P250s into the next one. They do save a Galil, and in the hands of Chris J, that will be deadly. He's had a fantastic tournament, I have to say. Been impressive throughout. Nitro, say the same about him. He'll be managing to find multiple kills here. The spam towards CT spawn through the box will yield the penultimate frag there as we get into round 3. So Chris J, what's his play here? Where will he position himself? The only player that can really cause a dent here. Heads towards B, joined by the CZ there of Karrigan, who is the B anchor. 4 players towards the A side of the map. Bit of mid-presence, the usual smoke. Molotov towards connector suggests it's another slow default here, but it could just be the execution towards A. Nitro lines up the step smoke. One towards jungle as well. Naf looks to be setting one up towards CT spawn.
Stewie's doing his lineup for jungle, just holding ramp until he's called upon. As soon as Elige arrives to fulfill his duties, Stewie can swap out.
So there are the smokes. They can go in together and trade frags. And remember, the Galil's on the other side of the map, so they should have a relatively comfortable time here.
Rogue bullet from Rops actually connecting into Nitro. It's trivial damage and no resistance available from mousesports on the other end of that smoke. Rops Nitro's going to be wishing he converted. And Rops has got another one. Body shots into Nitro, but the bomb's down. Liquid, they had an advantage. I'm using the past tense to change that. Is Elysian twists. And so far, so good. Rops, he's still got another one. So quiet. He's almost got the same amount of frags from the series versus Vitality. In this round alone, it's an ace. When called upon, he delivers. Low HP. I can smell what the Rops is cooking.
There it is. It's the Desert Eagles, one by one. Rob's finding them all. His teammates causing distraction, and Rops is off to a flying star here. Round 3 is stolen away. Those were crazy in terms of the denial.
No armor, no HP, Henry.
It's absolute bananas here. An ace with just a Desert Eagle. No armor, closes things out with the AK-47. It's a confirmed kill. He has time for the defuse. You can see what it means to him. Good to see him fired up. It's been a turbulent tournament for him. He's had some fantastic maps and some very, very quiet ones by his standard. So that's going to be quite the statement going forward. They go straight into a double orb setup. Frozen, looking aggressive towards shore. Nice damage done towards the lead. They have not invested in this round.
mousesports double orbs is a weapon in their arsenal that many deem too powerful. Chris J and Woxic. However, there is always that caveat that Woxic somewhat of a hot or cold player. Same has been attributed towards Rops. Well, we know which state he's arrived in. Their last chance.
Oh, they're broken through. There's a chance there.
Karrigan, though, handling things. Doesn't manage to find the third, but Woxic's going to be picking up any of the pieces left. Nice work from Rops to put the cherry on top. So, 2-2.
Well, here we go. This is going to be a great game now. Liquid looks very comfortable. They were the ones fired up, but they've been silenced by mousesports and especially Rops' Deagle. Like we said, double orb setup. Last round was very comfortable considering Liquid had no armor, just a few upgraded pistols. They managed to break the defense down a bit, but Voxic orb denied the plant. And they'll go with 5 AK-47s here. Round 5 coming through. Now fly smokes towards middle. And now, let's see if there's going to be a faster play here from Liquid. Same smoke to deny vision from the orb, and now fly waits for aggression towards a ramp, and he'll actually throw a grenade back, but minimal damage on either side.
Smoke into window. Woxic's going to just flash in return. Karrigan set up on towards connector. That'll be the duel for Stewie if he chooses to take it. Aggressive hold on ramp. It's Naf's duel and Rops' win. 7 already. Into the 5th round. Twists. Catches Karrigan unawares. Wasn't ready. And Stewie swinging in with great work, great precision. Nitro's there alongside him and they have the sight. Woxic, the only man who can really voice any concern. Oh, and Christian's going to get caught by timing. If he held the line, could have had a chance on Stewie. Instead, now Murder Hole likely to live up to its name.
Well, the two orbs to try and survive here. Chris J gets away his position. They block each other. That costs them a kill. And Stewie applying the pressure. And now self-preservation, the aim of the game for Chris J. Can he hold on to the AWP? They're going to lock him in. I'd say it's almost impossible for him. He'll have to hit some truly astonishing shots here to stay alive. Spots are first. Elige, I don't think he's aware he's being spotted towards the B apartments here, but they'll still hunt for Chris. They can't allow him to save this sniper.
So Nitro from Apps.
Yeah, he'll probably finish things off here. He's silent, but deadly. Here we go. There it is. Nitro to close things out. Nice finish. He'll pick up the AWP. They get that for free, and they'll also keep 3 players alive there. So it's going to be round 6, and money actually broken. Back and forth we go, Alex. You're going to have 2K on Frozen. Similar story for Karrigan as well. Everyone else hovering around $3,000 to $4,000. So a partial buy, I would say, is all available to him. You wouldn't want to see a forced buy in this particular scenario. We saw the tragic financial decisions of G2 led that.
Yeah. The ramifications of one missed buy.
Yes, indeed. So pretty much for Eco, wouldn't even call this a partial buy, just a couple of upgraded pistols, and maybe just a straight up B push here. Flashing in, trying to shut down Karrigan, who's normally there by himself. Nitro jumps over one, but the flashbang's effective, do allow him to get past, but Karrigan will find the first. Confusion now. This is why you do not rush B when you know they're going to be Eco. It can be so disastrous. And now just Stewie, they are gonna be kicking themselves. Why you rush B when you know the money's broken, I couldn't tell you, but it's a lazy call in my opinion, and costing the round. You have no idea if they've stacked it, if they've called it, and one player gets a rifle like Karrigan did, it can all fall apart very quickly.
Karrigan with a 4K. Wow, you said I can't even call that a buy, call that an eco.
Exactly right. They had CZs,
Yeah.
Deagle, USPs, and they stack B, which is one of the most common calls at Mirage right now if you're full eco. I was like, we saw it a few times in this tournament.
Seeing Nitro's POV, how often, I mean, how rarely, I think is a better way to frame it. How rarely do you see Nitro looking that flustered? He just jumped over the head. The opponent was initially flashed, but then when the bullets start coming in, he's got 3 different angles to try and sweep and check. He was lost. Rare to see. Team Liquid looks so shaken in the round by such a tiny buy from mousesports. Wow. Keeping things level. This keeps going back and forth. Let's see it from Karrigan's POV. He had that P250. Woxic finished off what Rops had started onto Nitro, and by picking up that rifle, Karrigan with no HP. First Rops, now Karrigan. Just heroics from the individuals of Mouse.
Yeah, an absolute blunder from Liquid. We are going to see a forced buy in response. If mousesports are going to stand a chance in this best of 3, they need those sort of mistakes from Liquid. I'll have 1 AK-47, a single Galil, pistols and an SMG to go with it. Christian back on that double AWP setup with Woxic. And it's a nice opening frag there. AWP goes down towards short. They'll be looking to recover that, if possible, on both sides, to be fair. The CTs will want to try and grab it, take it out of their grasp as the smoke comes in towards window. Frozen knows something has to be done here. Does he push any further on towards short? Might not matter. Rops preempts the boost. Takes down Stewie 2K, and there's Frozen striking from short, defending the AWP.
His first kill. Get him off the starting mark. Another player that has to be online for mousesports to overcome the world's best. Team Liquid, sure, a couple of wobbles along the way here in Berlin. The analyst desk reminding you of their best of 3 record, though. Like nothing we've seen. This team, when thrown into a best of 3 series, Nitro starting to clear out window. Rops just deleted. This was a 4 versus 2. Made just a little bit easier by Nitro. Twist is going to use the only smoke they had to start their aggression. Flash Woxic off the angle. He'll have a chance to re-peek though, and Frozen's going to take that as enough of a chance to fire off a warning shot. They know there's only one on the site. Trying to put pressure on Woxic. Karrigan arriving just in the nick of time. Already Nitro onto 1. Nitro looking for the ace clutch. He's got 4.
He spotted him too. Frozen.
2
hoping it was low.
4, Henry.
Oh, he's got the AWP too. Nitro gets out of there. They both have snipers. He'll find an AK-47. That was the chance for the ace right there. He's still in the round, but down to 43 HP. So much pressure being applied. The HE comes through. This shot's not connecting for Nitro.
Get flashbacks. Simple missing shots like that.
Oh,
crucial moments. Molly actually going to lock him out. Frozen, though, not brave enough to sit the bomb, and Nitro's just going to reel it. Sitting in the corner now is his chance to strike. 2 versus 4 this was. It's only the AWP, and Frozen, oh, he just holds it right in front of him, takes it away from Nitro, takes the AWP away as well. Oh. mousesports have come to play. So did Nitro.
Yeah, that is agonizing for the in-game leader of Liquid. He did absolutely everything there. 4 kills. He knows he had his chance as well. When he was on the ticket booth, that was the shot that had to connect. Frozen just gets closer and closer. When the smoke's down on top of the bomb as well, he knows Nitro has the AWP, and you could see he lost track of the plant. Couldn't work out exactly where Frozen would be positioned, and it's going to be 4-3. Liquid now having some very difficult rounds, but it's still early on here, but still, the B rush, the 1 versus 1, those are rounds they expect to win start to fall apart, but mousesports take every opportunity that's presented to them. There's Woxic, lovely shot towards Stewie 2K. Early advantage confirmed. They are going to be on just pistols here, so no one needs to be pushing or probing at all. Hold up in your crossfires and maintain the advantage.
Yeah, Stewie 2K had 2 shots before Woxic took his. Couldn't quite find the head. Now they walk into Chris J's hold. Or
hello.
Perhaps the vice versa. Nitro, quick connection now into the site. Frozen needs to do a lot here. Does relieve the pressure from jungle. Naf going to be pushing in as well. He's running out of bullets. 10 left in the chamber. Now 4. Does he connect another one? Just Naf then. 1 versus 3. In contra, Frozen finishes it with the Desert Eagle. They're taking it in turns. One man after another to find the multi-kills. It was Rops, then it was Karrigan, now Frozen. All delivering in buckets and spades.
Well, 5-3 lead. Considering the start of each round and the advantages Liquid had at times, you'd think at least the score would be reversed, but no, mousesports will certainly capitalize upon the situation. We get into round number 9 now. And quite a quick first half. Rifles across the board for Liquid. They don't have a boatload of utility here. And they're going to send 2 players towards the A side of the map. Chris J looking to get towards underpass.
Woxic, oh, he's just been deleted. Look at that. Stewie was holding the perfect line for it. You could not ask for a better position for a push like that.
Christian presumably picks up the AWP and tries to retreat, but holding the SMG for anyone trying to push towards that position. He doesn't pick it up to suggest it's clear. Either way, he confirms he is alone. And now he'll try and recover the situation. I don't think Elige will consider this. They got that first kill, and it's going to be frozen. Nice reaction there from mousesports. Flashbang over from Rops. Two of them swing out, and this is the final commitment from Liquid. Can the CTs make it back in time?
Oh, they're scrambling, trying to work out. I think a boost is what he's been calling for, and actually has a line of sight only for a moment. Twists, takes the foundations from them, and they push where it hurts. Naf again in the kill feed, just leaves one man. Chris J flashed on connector. They'll be forced to back away. Team Liquid, reactionary play. Started with Stewie's frag on B, but ends very comfortably on A.
Yeah, much better stuff here from Liquid. Stewie 2K managing to get such a clean kill. They kept it calm this time. There's no funny business at that point. Make their way back in towards that A side. Nafly with 2, and Chris J with no other option here but to save the AWP. Currently resides in those B apartments. And in terms of money, there should be a decent buy overall for mousesports. Liquid will start to close the gap though, 5-4. Chris J confirms the save. He's got a full rack of utility as well. He's got the incendiary, the smoke, the flashbangs, and a diffuse kit. So definitely worth saving all of that.
I like the idea of a full rack of utility. Yeah,
I've never said that before. That's a new thing.
That's a good one.
Yeah, you feel free to use it if you like.
I might steal it, yeah.
Use it right now.
So Chris J, for those of you wondering, has a full rack of utility.
Wonderful.
Yeah, you know what? I took it for a spin.
I
took it for a test drive. I'd like to buy.
You can have the rights to it.
Thanks, man. Tactical pause, though, going to be called by mousesports just to get themselves fully invested into this round in all the right ways and all the right places, back to their power combination, the double AWPs on Chris J and Woxic. Worth noting, albeit probably a submission to mildly interesting subreddits, but we do see 2 M4A1s. It's quite a rarity. I wonder if those are individually their choices or just a drop.
Carrigan certainly uses the Silence M4, and he plays towards B in an anchor position. He likes to play sneaky spots. It's fair to say Liquid, pretty much everyone on their team is going to be out aiming him, so he wants to take every advantage he can and use his brain instead of brawn. Voxic, though, trying to show presence to the AWP, backing the in-game leader up. Lovely shot, finds the bomb as well.
And just escapes without a single point of damage done to him. But Stewie, he accelerates, laying himself on the line. It's something he does all too often for Liquid, and this time he's trying to create space. That's a great connection from Woxic. He's not done. Dancing around the site, finds another bomb loose. He's doing everything right now. Finally, they managed to shut him up, but the damage done. Rops, same could be said for him. Naf catches him from bench. Chris J has an AWP. It's not the ideal weapon for the job. Element of surprise, kind of all he can count on here.
Yeah, and he's sat in the smoke right now. It all comes to a bit of a halt as Nafly waits for the smoke to dissipate. They haven't got the bomb in their bag just yet. Minute on the clock, Elige will take down Frozen. Chris J, AWP, really not ideal, as you mentioned. If he even clips the scope at this point, it's going to be around for Liquid. He doesn't even get the chance. It's Elige that absolutely rails him. Nafly was behind the bench. He would have gone down either way. Even if he hits that shot, it will be 5-5, and presumably the eco on mousesports' agenda here. So to be fair, Liquid have recovered quite nicely. They had a few disastrous calls there up against a full eco at the Rush B. That really led them to a bit of a deficit here, but they're grinding back. They still seem very confident indeed in Chris J taken down from Elige. That is very nice indeed. So full eco here. Do not rush B, boys. Let's just slow it down, work together, and see what we're up against. Yeah, that's all you have to do.
Seeing like the spurts of aggression and then just interlaced with constant pauses and breaks. Chris J's actually pushed up middle, looking to break this top mid hold.
Oh, Elige is in trouble here.
Gonna be allowed to get away. Frozen. Just retreating, get caught by the bullets in the backside, and that's going to be Team Liquid just taking their early man lead. They had the buy, of course. At 2 versus 2, bringing home Liquid's 5th was 3 frags from Elige, and he's just come and found another 2 to open it up.
Well, CT aggression, not that he could overwhelm Elige, but takes 2 down, maintains 71 HP. P2000 of Voxic will be removed quite quickly. Rops and Carrigan, both on the B side of the map here, won't be able to do anything about this. Bomb plant today, and it'll be Liquid taking the lead since the been actually a 5-3 lead. They've actually pulled it back to 6-5 now, so good stuff. It's their map pick. It'll be Dust 2 next, which is going to be a lot of fun to watch. There's so much skill on the server right now, Alex. I can't even begin to tell you.
I think the gameplay's done the talking so far. Admittedly, with its fair share of slip-ups and goofs and gaffes as well. Pressure is on.
Well, we saw plenty of that in the previous game as well. This day is something different, right? The fact we get to the final chapter at this stage of the tournament, all chips are down, your last chance, and it's going to be in the back of your mind. If you make a mistake, that could cost your team absolutely everything in the tournament. Everyone's thinking about this tournament. Getting to the top 8 is the dream. It's the pinnacle as a Counter-Strike player to play on that big stage at these majors.
And I can tell you firsthand, seeing G2 in their post-game meeting.
Yes.
They're so invested. Hearts on their sleeves, of course, but
it's been a rough year for them, right?
Yeah.
They're finally on the upward trajectory. I think they'll be disappointed the way that one finished. The final half of their final map of the tournament, and there was definitely a more convincing way they could have approached things.
not a dry eye in that balcony. But still, the game at hand, mousesports versus Liquid. And let's see how mousesports approach their buy again. Voxic did a great job to keep hold of a B aggression, but it didn't stop them from losing the round. He's responsible for B solo again.
If they throw in smokes towards the pillars here, he could be in a lot of trouble. He's currently holding towards bench, and you can see him trying to find the ideal position. So much to watch here, anchoring by himself, and here they come. He needs to find quick shots. First one is his.
He's anticipating someone close. It's just the tag onto Naf. The little lip of the balcony keeps him kicking. Keeps him holding the line for now. Bomb will go down from Nitro. Plant for short. Stewie's already there. mousesports. They're giving this one a good shot. Elige.
Oh!
Exactly that. Just lines up 2 on the cross from Kitchen. The smoke's a little late to the party, and that's enough.
He was like flashed as well there. Just continues to tap away, and it's going to be a double headshot. He is just a master of that Krieg. Just
He really
cuts
is.
through them.
Using it long before the majority.
Yeah, indeed. Before the buff, quote unquote, came through with that weapon, the price adjustment at least, and he was using it long before then. Especially that AUG as well.
He felt that it was worth the extra price before. Now just an extra $50.
There it is. Liquid will keep 4 players alive. mousesports just the 2. That's going to be Carrigan and Chris J holding on to their M4. Silenced M4 for Carrigan here. And in terms of the overall money, with 2 M4s saved, I'd say a tactical timeout required here, which has been called. That'll be on mousesports side. So they need to work out, is this worth it? Do they want to invest heavily into this round and shoot for the moon? They've got 3K per player. Chris J and Carrigan drop Famises each, and then they would have utility, 4 rifles, probably have 1 player on a Deagle. Need to work out their approach. Actually, mousesports are cool. The timeout confirmed. Here's Elige. So the flashbang comes in. I can't believe he gets that second kill. That's wild.
Come on!
Makes it look so easy.
Yeah, so calm. What's the play here? They don't fully invest. Can confirm that. They're going to get a couple of scouts out around the M4s. I think Carrigan and Chris J both dropped the scout, to be fair, but they're not fully investing. So there is a chance with Voxic, the way he's hitting shots right now. It'll be difficult, but certainly possible.
Naf tends to time his aggressive bursts incredibly well. For now, just showing face on ramp early. We'll draw out Carrigan from jungle. Late mid take from Liquid. Bears no fruit, at least not yet. On the back of Nitro, they're all gathering there. Twist will be coming from underpass. Carrigan responsible for it. This is going to be a hard duel for Carrigan to win. Already they're out. So is he. Catches Elige. And can he transition? Bullets from Twist do connect, but Carrigan disappears, evaporates, and lives on.
You can see that silenced M4. Buys him a second or 2 before they realize where he is. 5 and 4. Remember, this is a partial buy with 2 saved weapons here. Carrigan, significant damage towards Stewie, but can't find his second kill. Flashbang towards spawn. That's not an AWP, that's a scout for Robson. Chris J goes down first, taking damage towards that position. 36 points of health as they get picked off 1 by 1. Voxic, same story for him, looking for anyone crossing over. And Frozen At least recover an M4 here, but it's Twist receiving a tag, but lives to tell the tale. We'll have Frozen now, rotating back through the kitchen. It's round confirmed for Liquid, but can they find the final player? Apparently they can. Great shot from Twist. 4 players survived. They're winning the T-half now, Liquid, even after a couple of disastrous rounds for them.
Yeah, the mental stability is clear. There's still smiles, still Stewie's got his vocal warm-ups in between each round.
Yeah, well, they've run away with the last 5 rounds. You can see the screens right now. It's going to be maximum loss bonus for the CTs. They have dropped off. 2 rounds to go. If Liquid get double digits, that's almost a death sentence from mousesports here. They need to try and get these last 2. Double AWP setup. Carrigan and Voxic. Makes sense. Carrigan could just anchor towards B. Maybe just from the window. See where he wants to play. But I think that's a good call. Rob's going to be trying to chain things up here as he gets in towards a Palace position. Nafly holding a dirty angle there. And Voxic taking matters into his own hands. It looks like a good spot. Nafly's in trouble. And down he goes. 2 kills with the CTs here.
Oh, mousesports bringing the fight to Liquid.
Yeah,
that's a nice change of pace.
Yeah, that was very good.
Just 3 remaining for Team Liquid as they consider their options. Carrigan's going to be given the secondary AWP for this one. Often left as the B anchor.
Well, back in the TSM days, bit of a throwback here, it was always Device as the main AWPer, but it was Carrigan and Mirage who was the AWPer on this particular map. So he's no stranger to this situation. It makes sense as well. Like I said, he's the B anchor. It means he can just operate like a turret, go for 1 kill, survive, drop utility. Doesn't need anything too flashy, just needs to try and find one and fade away.
That boost could catch Frozen if he starts getting pulled out by the actions of Lige. It's always going investigating and it pays off.
Nice work.
So he knows where 2 of them are. He can make that call comfortably now. Process of elimination for mousesports with 30 seconds though. Liquid, they're going to have to get a wiggle on, anticipating the flank, and Alicia's seen him. Chris J, this isn't a fight he necessarily has to take, can just contain, and that's exactly what he's doing. Keeping them back, not letting this come in, and Elige just walks straight into the crosshairs.
Well, they're running out of time. Chris J knew it. He doesn't have to challenge that. Elige needs to get towards B. His only point of access is that particular door. That's great play from Chris J. He's found another 4-on-2. Surely no chance here. 10 seconds on the clock now. Didn't even get close to this bomb site. Voxic can challenge this for sure. He's here in the footstep. He gets one of them. That's round done. He gets the most important frag of them all. No time to plant. Even if Twist takes down Voxic here, he can't win the round. mousesports will pick it up. That is great stuff, especially from Chris J. Like, a lot of players will be tempted to keep wiggle and trying to find that first pick. But he just holds the angle he has to, forces Elige to face him with the time as it stands. So, round 15, mousesports, we said they couldn't allow it to go to double digits. They've now avoided that. It'll be 8-6 as we get to the last round. Creative play there from Liquid, managing to get the boost in, and that was a great reaction from Twist. Did manage to remove Voxic from the equation as well. As we get into the final round here, both teams pretty much fully equipped. You can see some holes need to be plugged. CT side will have a FAMAS for Chris J instead of the double AWPs. Voxic will maintain his.
The new window smoke is so fast.
Yeah.
Seeing Twist throw it there. Used to be such a song and dance about it. Running, timing, all of that nonsense.
Yeah, the map, for all its sins and how everyone plays it the same, we are finding out cooler smokes as time goes on.
Yeah, just refined and refined. But Chris J caught Rob's flash, and he's going to be caught out completely. Twist is going to get a big entrance in on ramp. Carrigan, Frozen. Carrigan from short. It's not going to be able to support now. The smokes have arrived, but Frozen, he's a little bit more close, can have a little bit more of an impact.
Does he survive this? Does the bomb get down? 2 HP, 1 tick for that incendiary would have him, but he gets out just before it's deployed. It's the final round here, Alex. They have to go for it. 4 versus 3. They have a kill on Frozen, but there's so much work to be done.
That smoke's going to want to be on the site, there's no doubt, just to draw the T's out.
Yes.
Tro has to hit the flick. That's big from Carrigan, taking down the AWP on ramp. Naf, however, has gone all the way from behind, and that is a perfect shot into Voxic. His presence is enough now. He just has to survive. Starting to charge. They know where he is. The bombs isn't planted for him now into the 1v1. There's a smoke. There's a kit. It's Naf versus Carrigan. Drawing his fire. It doesn't matter. 9-6 on the half. Team Liquid, they string together a beautiful finish after somewhat of a wobbly start.
Yeah, certainly wobbly there, Alex, but they stick the landing in the end. They get 9 rounds on their T side on their map pick. mousesports have their work cut out for themselves. We'll take a break and be back with the second half.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is one of the biggest games of the day. Team Liquid, Mouse Sports. I'm Machine, he's Henry, and there is only one spot for these two giant names in competitive Counter-Strike at the next stage.
You can see Alan behind them, really trying to fire them up in the last few outings for them, trying to keep everyone smiling, keep their heads in the game, make sure morale is high. Second half. Again, Liquid's pick. Heavy favorites in this one.
Unbelievable.
4 flashbangs for mousesports. They have a Molotov and a single smoke. They just send 5 players towards the B side of the map here. Is it a fast commitment?
They'll hear it. They're right up there. They'll get the sound cue. Naf and Nitro will make the call and tuck themselves in. But that is the site almost completely foregone, accepting that this is going to be mousesports' domain now. Bomb can go down. They start to spread. And it's all about the next duels. Rops wins the first. Naf gone. Going to be a 2-man strike from both sides of the map. Short and Kitchen, respectively. Robs and Chris J responsible for Kitchen. Who has eyes on Short, though? Who is going to be taking that fight? It's Chris J. Has his back turned, and it cost them. Oh, dear. Starting to spiral, but handled well. It's Woxic and Frozen to keep this round firmly within mousesports' grasp. Just twists.
Yeah, and that's going to be him removed. Lovely work there. Mousesports with a quick commitment towards B. And as you mentioned, Liquid certainly heard it, but they didn't feel confident. They wanted to go for more of a retake style there. Both falling back towards Short, hoping the range would give them a nice advantage there. But anything but. They lose the first frag, and that's when it all starts falling apart. The bomb gets planted. Stewie2K enters the bomb site with 2 fantastic headshots there, but still not enough. And I think we have a 4 spy here from Team Liquid. Now remember, mousesports did manage to pull a round back in that 3rd round full eco. That wasn't even a 4 spy for them, so that's how they got going in their CT campaign. We have got a slight technical issue here. Chris J just drops out the server, but it looks like no headsets are coming off. Might have just been the game crashing, something trivial.
Well, I saw him smiling. Perhaps it's perhaps he just got really excited and hit his Windows key. Regardless, he is not quite back in the server. Gives us a chance to recap how that first half looked. For any of you that did miss it, got some newer viewers joining us. It was a 9-6 half at the end of it, but a spectacular start came out from mousesports. They managed to weather the storm of Liquid's first 2, but then come back with a good string of rounds. They got, what, 5?
Exactly that.
In quick succession. Finished off with a cherry on top in the 14th.
Well, looks like we're good to go. The game will be unpaused. Remember, Liquid are 4 spying into this round. Nitro, Elise, Twist fully invested. Naf and Stewie not, though. Haven't got into the freeze time just yet, so they can change that. In terms of the mousesports setup, they've got an MP5 for Carrigan, Mac 10 for Chris J, a couple of AKs, 1 Galil. On their main fraggers, that's for sure. Frozen has had an up and down tournament as well. I think that's fair to say about a lot of the mousesports players. When they turn up, they look fantastic, but it's been noticeable in almost every map that one player doesn't quite make the cut sometimes. They've had a really turbulent tournament, but he has got so much talent. I want to see Frozen pop off in this game.
Yeah, I mean, the pressure, quite the success story. Kind of under the wing of Rops, a similar story for him. He's just got a couple of months, perhaps a year head start. Picked up for their raw mechanics and game sense.
Yeah, and you've got one of the best veterans within the game to teach him all the tricks of the trade. Carrigan, known for building foundations of young teams and managing to get the very most out of them.
Yeah, and we've seen how the absence of Carrigan can look, often pretty bleak. Charging now towards the balcony. Twist, however, does connect with his CZ. They are low, but this can get dicey. Naf extends their lead. Frozen's low. Fortunately, Woxic through the smoke does keep things level. No need to rush this one from Mouse.
Yeah, you can hear them saying chill, but Stewie has found the MP5. Not that significant, really. So Carrigan, Chris J removed, but bomb down. Time ticking away. Rops will have to find the advantage here. Luckily, Nitro doesn't receive any damage there at 26 points of health.
Smooth moves off that ladder. And now Stewie did just dink out Woxic. That's the only guy with health. Every bullet chipping away at the hardest hitter. Frozen falls down to Woxic. 1 HP. Rops, what can you do? There's one towards CT. Nice connection. Takes the head off. Twists. He started this round, and now with just 10 HP. Oh, 1 bullet will do. He can't quite find it. Woxic and Twists. Next bullet connects. Golden bullet, golden gun, and he done it. He's golden eye. 10-7. Liquid with very little, completely destabilized Mouse just chipping away at them.
How sick is that? It comes down to pretty much 1 HP on either side, 1 bullet, and Twist holds his nerve. Never seemed to doubt himself in that scenario, and it's mousesports that will blink this time. They will force back in response. They've got Deagles again, Scouts. They managed to make this work on the CT side, but it's a lot more difficult to operate on the offense because you can't just sit in a bomb site and hope for an overcommitment. You have to really find these opening picks and hope Team Liquid will offer them up to you.
Stewie's going to get himself right in that corner. It enables him to actually see just a little bit over that. And Liege there in support as well. We'll throw in some MP9 bullets to try and draw out their location. Tags up Chris J quite nicely as well. That was the player with the full investment of armor.
Yeah, that's a good point. So he spent $1,000 there. Might not get anything for it. Carrigan, though, does get a Liege. Nafly trying to recover the situation. Spots one, takes him down.
Looking to fight fire with fire.
Oh, no.
Scout fire towards Naf.
Yeah, he was flashed by his teammate there.
And from one round to another, they're taking it in turns, beating them with a real wobbly buy. Doesn't matter. T's now flooding in towards the A site. Nitro and Twist, they're just going to try and gather their thoughts and gather their resources. But mousesports, after feeling hot under the collar, managed to bounce back. I say that's not over yet. Nitro reminds us. Shuts down Rops, looking towards jungle, but that's the information they needed. As the bomb goes down. From stairs and bench. They know where they are. Want to use as much of their utility as they possibly can. Trying to draw Team Liquid further and further in. That's everything now. Just bullets remain. And now another connection for Team Liquid. Don't see a kit, though.
Time running away. And there are no kits right now. They need to start this defuse. It's 2 versus 1. They kill him right now. They've got it.
That is incredibly well played. The restraint from the two of them.
You're right.
They managed to pull mousesports out of that sight, and right at the nick of time, they get the defuse.
Oh.
That round, I almost just stopped talking because I felt like that was a guarantee for mousesports.
Yeah, it felt like it didn't. There are 3 players there. You could hear them communicating as well. They're saying we've got 2 flashes. You could bait each other. Bombs planted in a decent position, but the pressure from Liquid, the awareness as well, was just overwhelming.
Yeah,
Twisted absolutely everything he could. Voxic had to swing eventually, and they get the defuse in. It baits out Chris J. Then they know where the final player is. Voxic seems cool about it. They're going to have to take the eco, however. 11-7 now. That was a huge round. That could have been everything. That could have been their entry back into tying things up. Smoke down. And what the hell is that from a Liege? Instant headshot through the smoke.
Yeah, tapping for some information. He gets a whole lot more than that. And some damage done to Chris J as well. Mousesports, oh, it's going to land right. Safe for now, Chris J, but it did bring him down to just 8 points of health. So he's likely going to finish the job. Yeah, does through the smoke. Twist is flashing just as an insurance policy. Make sure everything is up to snuff. And yeah, no worries so far from Liquid in round 19. Frozen was just hoping to dart and find just one frag, but for now, Team Liquid running away with the second half in the same way they did the first half, or the closing rounds of it. 9-6 coming into the second half, now 12-7. Mousesports just 1 round to show, and it was the pistol.
Indeed it was. So Liquid, after suffering a couple of defeats to the pistols, at least we're back in return. AK-47 for Twist, no AWP yet on the CT side, but absolutely fine because they're not up against one themselves. HE towards top and middle. Does a little bit of damage towards Frozen. Nothing to really report though. They have 3 smokes remaining. This is a difficult buy from the T side.
And just such a difficult task to be thrown into.
I think Robs is going to go for a contact play. Oh, that's a great grenade towards top and middle. Frozen and Carrigan taken down to about half HP. Robs does need to work a pick, and these Palace players are happy just to swing out, time it, and see if they can get a kill towards CT spawn. I think he'll just get flashed over and go for it. It's going to be Twist towards CT spawn as it all comes to a bit of a standstill here. Smoke towards jungle.
Who will step a toe over the line first? A new smoke arrives from the mousesports side. That's towards the top of connector. Liege is in a very powerful position. Not only can he catch Carrigan here, but he's responsible for short as well. Info for both sides. Carrigan knows where Liege is. Means that they're going to have to be cognizant that short is a threat should they want to go up connector. That Palace play though, let's not forget about that. They start to maneuver towards Zay. Naf actually did catch one, so that's the first blood drawn with 38 seconds on the clock now. The charge comes in. Stewie and twist towards CT. Liquid, they're just letting them into the site, welcoming them with open arms, and then the multi-kills come in. Rops helping him out just a little bit, puts a bullet into Woxic's brain, and 13 for Liquid.
Well, there we have it, and the money's broken again. They'll have to take a tactical timeout. $3,000 per player on the T side. If they wanted to invest into this, it'll be pistols and MAC-10s. We've seen relative success for those weapons throughout this tournament. This lineup was just perfect for Stewie, and they actually end up team killing each other as well. Really far from ideal. Scout for Rops. He spends most of his cash, down to 1,200 now. But they will have maximum loss bonus next round, so not a huge deal, but that is. Elige with the Krieg continues to look absolutely deadly.
Part of the conversation for world's best player.
Absolutely true.
So proficient with the rifles. A little bit of a wobbly one. Nitro and Nav catching their nade, but it's fine in this round. As close to a lock-in as possible. 3 players still remain for mousesports. Chris J catching the nade, the one with the Kev, so minimizing the damage, but still cut down to size.
Yeah, well, this should be a guaranteed round now. Voxy with the scouts and Deagle, but let's all chance to do anything. Okay, well, forget that sentiment, to be honest, but there it is. Finally, Elige will get him. 4-on-1, Chris J isolated towards top middle, bomb down on the A site, and looks like there'll be 4 players surviving here. Makes his way towards Connector. Stewie 2K should be able to take care of him. Chris can't really pre-fire this one. There it is. And it will be 1 round away from map point. They're looking very comfortable now. Nice reservoir of cash. Elige knocking on the door, $10,000. Same story for Nafly as well. That was the eco from mousesports, and pretty much need to present a perfect game at this point. But we know they've struggled on Mirage. One of the losses they took earlier in the week was against FaZe. It was 16-8 on Mirage.
Chance for tactical pause to be called. Certainly when you see 14 in your opponent's court, you really do want to just have every possible conversation you can. Take that extra 30 seconds. Ragin, coach of mousesports, mic unmuted.
Trying to fire them up. They've got to believe as well. It's not looking good.
5 in a row from Team Liquid. Mousesports then looking to find their second round on the T side of Mirage. It was a tough one to watch for mousesports fans versus Vitality. And now Team Liquid doing something similar to mousesports on this map. Preemptive Molotovs, 2 of them towards the ramp. They really didn't want anything fast to come out that direction. Instead, there is speed, but it's elsewhere. Look at Chris J, the spearhead of the assault. He's already pierced straight in towards the ladder room.
Yeah, that's huge. That is a very strong position. Now he can just wait, see if anyone wants to explore towards that particular part of the map. CTs seem comfortable with it right now. We've got 2 players towards the B side. It's Nitro and Naf, and Nitro reacting to the fact they've possibly lost the short positioning here. He gets himself tucked in towards the B apartments. Carrigan exploring that position. Now he's got Nafly to back him up here. Grenade might dissuade Carrigan from pushing this any further. As we'll see it get to the 1-minute mark very shortly. The bomb's starting to rotate back towards T-spawn. Now does it go towards the B apartments or all the way back towards the A ramp? It's a latter. Carrigan still trying to show presence on that side of the map, but pushing any further for now, waiting for that smoke to go down. There's actually a 3-man stack towards the A side. I think there's 2 players towards Shadow right now. Molotov from Carrigan trying to flush out anyone he can. He doesn't look like he'll get the kill on Nitro, but he does get the wallbang in the end. Can Nafly get the follow-up? He can't. Chris J from short. Remember, he was in CPL the entire time.
But the bomb's going A. Picks on B, sure. Christian getting Carrigan are there, but Elige still on A. Frags Rops. The CTs are there with them, finally. mousesports make the call as they clear out B, realizing that was they were about to walk into a hellish landscape.
Yeah, they've got time to make it all the way towards the B site, although a little bit scary, 20 seconds on the clock there, but absolutely fine with the B site locked down. So yeah, Frozen can make his way over, and I think that'll save the weapons here. It's fine. They know this round's done. They were hoping it would be the A commitment, but that nice push towards the B area, Carrigan get that key frag towards Nitro, allows Chris J to come out of the CPL position, find the second kill, confirm B was open. They didn't have to continue with their A assaults.
It's so impressive to see how long Chris J was waiting there. Carrigan out.
Bloody
what
hell.
What on earth is going on?
Could we not? The whole studio collapsing around
Sounds
us.
like it, but in the meantime, conversation, of course, was about Chris J, and he got up short so early in the round, and then just had to wait for his teammate Carrigan to catch that Nitro corner. Only cost them 2 deaths, but it's going to be mousesports picking themselves up around.
There it is, mousesports. Really nice play there. Assertive call from Chris J to get up in towards CPL as quickly as he can. He had 3 smokes to create a path for him. And once he was there, he didn't have to do much. He was waiting for Carrigan to get presence towards the B apartments there. They were so focused on that position. They didn't see Chris J sneaking through. They had no idea he'd made it that far. And then he completely destroys them. They get control of the B site. Very successful round for them. It's their second after winning the pistol in the second half. 14-8 now, but plenty of money for Liquid. Nice disciplined play. You can see they've got plenty of cash going forward. They could have maybe gone for that, considering their cash flow, but want to go for a double up setup here. Stewie and Nitro. A scary prospect. Stewie's AWPing on Mirage has been talked about a lot recently. It can be very powerful indeed. He currently holds the window position.
Also into the window to clear anyone in that close corner as well. Nitro with smoking towards Apps. That will keep Chris J at bay. Gives him the information. He can kind of read the trajectory and understand where Nitro's positioned, but won't be able to do too much with it. Stewie, he's actually waiting for someone to try and walk through from a boost. He's got his deagle out. Changes his mind now.
He might get the timing right on this. His smoke doesn't quite dissipate. They've gone past in time. So they're going towards B here. Nitro essentially alone for now. He's got trouble from short. Stewie's UK keeps in the round. There was a moment there that might not be worth the retake. I think we've just reached that position now. Elige will have a look towards his position. He takes down Carrigan. They're right back in it. Bomb's still not planted.
Ooh.
But it's you can see no rotation at all from the other 2 remaining CTs. Flashbang goes in and does catch Carrigan, but after he kills Elige. So they have to save once again. Trying to remove some cash here, but it's Carrigan to get his second. Actually, he's 4th for the round. I beg your pardon.
Yeah, huge from Carrigan. He came in from short. You saw how quickly he was expecting that presence, that peak from Stewie 2K. He knew he had to shift the odds and so tried to go for an aggressive peek towards short, but Carrigan was so ready for it with the Krieg. The presence of this weapon here at the Major does mean you see those AWPers lose duels versus rifles a lot more often than you may perhaps used to. Carrigan, he often leads by example in the face of adversity. Well, that was a perfect example of it. He's got 18 frags. He is, alongside Woxic, partners in crime. 18 frags apiece. But you ask anyone, the recipe for success for mousesports in this best of 3, the biggest best of 3 for them in a very long time, would be the names Rops, the names Frozen and Woxic.
Yeah, for sure. A chance to make the top 8, the playoffs of a very competitive major.
With an opponent like no other, no less. I mean,
yeah, exactly. A tall task. And in terms of firepower, mousesports, if they're playing their absolute A game, they've got the talent within their roster, but not necessarily the same experience as Team Liquid.
Yeah, I saw an interview with Stewie actually coming into this major saying, people keep asking us if we're feeling pressure, but ever since the Grand Slam, this feels like a walk in the park.
Yeah, and even though they find themselves in this unfortunate position being right down to the final game, as long as they make it to the top 8, that's all that really matters, Alex. So they'll get a reset towards the next stage of the tournament, but it's an opening pick here. Stewie 2K, he'll be removed. That's a lovely shot there. Woxic has looked fantastic today. So, doesn't get much better than that. Start of the round, take down one of the key scalps of Team Liquid. Still got 3 smokes on the CT side, but smokes towards window and connector. Now fight, trying to bring things back in their favor. He'll be pushing off towards short, tucks himself in towards CPL. But the smoke suggests they're going to try and get connector control here. They smoke towards the CT side so you can confirm the connector is actually clear.
That's going to have a tough duel. If he looks towards connector, Frozen has his aim trained on short for now. Up through connector and ramp. Just twists actually on the site. Naf, though, from connector can contribute. Timing's perfect for him. And oh, twist has a chance on Carrigan. Again, impact from the leader. Taking down a hard hitter in Liquid. Now 4 versus 3. Extended by Carrigan.
Yeah, he's stepping up. I feel like this is done.
Yeah. Another one. mousesports. Staring at down the barrel of 14 for Team Liquid. They have managed to find 3 back-to-back. keeping this series competitive, keeping this map
Yeah,
within their reach.
Just a few rounds ago, it was Liquid saying they had $10,000. They were saving weapons, even the rounds they lost, but they finally been most of the way at. Money going to become a serious issue here. Might just have to be a partial buy around these two M4s. Want to keep their eyes on the prize. Voxic will pick up the AWP now. 4 players survive. Double digits confirmed as Nitro hods towards the kitchen. We'll have Nafai towards the B apartments. Looks like they're safe for now. They'll save smokes and incendiary. And I can confirm they both survive into the round as well. mousesports, though, starting to make this very competitive. 3 rounds in a row. The second half is looking very difficult for them. Now, I expect the partial buy here. If they force into this one, I'll be surprised on the Liquid side. No need for it just yet. Don't need to panic at this stage.
Playing the percentages on their buys.
Exactly. Like, if you force into this, you really are opening the door of opportunity wide open. Even if you won this round, you're not going to break them, and it's just not really worth the risk. You don't have to win this round. There's every chance they still can with 2 rifles here.
Yeah, well, they did it with less. In this map alone, the push on towards A from mousesports being met by CZ75s and smoke grenades. It got messy. Voxic looking to clean this one up, though, neat and tidy. Stewie's gone, and those 2 M4s still in play. Currently positioned one towards window, and Naf aggressively holding the ramp side. Rops. Similar role to that of Naf on Liquid's T side, just going to be lingering in Palace, commitment or not. Nitro walks into Chris J's crosshairs and he manages to punish it. That was one of the M4s now gone without a single bullet fired. Leash, though, investigating. One gets more than he bargained for. This round will be mousesports then. That's going to be, what, 4? Now strung
Yes, 4
together.
in a row. All by explosion as well. This one might just be by clean death. Says, oh, Chris J avoids being taken down. Now Fly will be dropped after finding 1. Starting to close the gap now. Liquid will start to sweat here. They still have a 3-round lead. Money back into a reasonable position. It's going to be Stu 2K back in the AWP. Have they got a second one? Nitro could afford it, $5,800, but wouldn't have much else. Goes for the M4 instead. It's Chris J finding the initial pick towards the window. That shot was tremendous. Great stuff from Chris.
Can always count on Chris. Saw a tweet, I believe it was from Kierby, about how criminally underrated Chris J is as a player.
I agree. Really strong, especially this year. Looked fantastic. So again, they have CPL control. Same smokes deployed. You can still see them in the top left of your screen through those smokes to create a path, allow Frozen to get in position. So now, we saw this before. He can hold, and if they go for a full commitment towards A, there's a good chance players like Naf push off short, and here comes the full commitment now. It's looking good for mousesports. They have full control.
Flash will slow them down just for a moment, but into the site they flood. They have 1 curveball in the form of Frozen coming from underpass, but the majority now committing towards the site. Again, we've seen this from Liquid before. They let them in, they let that bomb down, and will now opt for the retake. Frozen still, oh no, back turned. Wouldn't be ready for Nitro through that smoke. And Molotov to try and force the fight. This is a strange one from Team Liquid. So many duels on so many parts of the map, it just doesn't make sense. Frozen shuts down Nitro. Twist and Naf on CT. They're just trying to get away now. But they're not even being allowed to do that.
What a perfect setup that was from mousesports. It's so important. Getting that 1 player towards CPL means you're really comfortable. I mean, connector's not going to be an issue. Rotation's going to be very difficult, especially that smoke as well. As they committed, Nitro is just locked out, and it's Nafly. Same story towards CT spawn. He won't be doing anything with this apart from trying to save the M4. There it is, another round. mousesports will put 12 on the board here with 4 surviving. Now they're starting to feel it. They can feel Liquid starting to drop off now. Money, not great either. They might have to take another partial buy here, allow it to go 14 to 13. And it really will be interesting. Wow.
You can see the recap on your screens. 5 in a row in response to Liquid's. Replay, get to see Voxic's connection onto Stewie, and a second onto Twist on the way out. Huge advantage for mousesports. mousesports also aware that there's a possibility for an AWP. Not the case.
Well then, no particular stacks being presented by Liquid here. Default setup. with the saved M4. 4 pistols, 5.7 CZ, a couple of deagles. They have 2 smokes remaining. mousesports, very slow, methodical approach here. Don't want to give anything away. Liquid are so dangerous with any weapon in their hand. Got to make sure that you eradicate risks, smoke off positions, flush out the choke points and the Molotovs. Here comes Voxic, looking to open things up towards Connector. There's the Molotov to push anyone in that position back. Naf, though, he could be the linchpin of this operation, holding towards CPL, which has been a main point of contention for the mousesports side. Got in there twice cleanly.
Pulling that linchpin tends to result in an explosion. We'll see if Naf can live up to it. Not the case. It's a dud.
Nice
Woxic shuts him down. That was the only real threat. Stewie aggressive on with the 5.7. Didn't have a chance. Rops didn't give it to him. Whew. Twists just keeping Chris J honest. Getting aggressive on his Desert Eagle is always a possibility that crosshair will just find your head. Know where he is. Under-equipped. Underdressed. And Carrigan gets the frag.
Carrigan's looking sharp, I have to say.
This whole map.
Yeah, he's had some crazy moments on this map. 14-13, 1 round in and now. mousesports starting to believe. Liquid starting to doubt themselves, I'd imagine. Haven't posted around there. Let 6
Where did they go?
slip by.
Tactical pause call. It's time for Adren to step up. Perhaps his observations of where these rounds have been slipping away. Team Liquid, it's just gone from one end of the spectrum to the other.
Absolutely. They lost the pistol, won the second round force buy, got 5 in a row off that, and now conceding 6. mousesports right back in the conversation now. They have peaked at all the right times. 24 kills for Voxic, Carrigan 21. That's impressive. Against Team Liquid, Carrigan getting 20 plus frags.
Yeah, he's out-fragging most of Team Liquid right now. Often regarded as the strongest individually skilled team in
in terms
history.
of raw mechanics, yeah, they're crazy in terms of individual skill.
The panic button's been hit. It's time for the double AWP, Snaf and Stu. Deep smoke and aggression from Twist as well. They're throwing all of them at it. Enables him to throw a nice deep nade. Oh, and Frozen catches it right on the nose.
Yeah,
that goes into the doorway.
Yeah,
it's a calculated one.
Stewie, the opening pick. Chris J as well. He's also been a thorn in their side. So finally an advantage for Liquid, but can they hold on to it? Unleash takes damage. The nade might finish him off here. It doesn't go deep enough. Not quite. Still, double AWP set up here. Voxic trying to find anything he can towards the B side. It's essentially open. You can see Nafly holding that position as the CTs battle for mid control here. Just disallowing mousesports any sort of entry from this position.
The deep smoke plus Twist's nade has forced him to use all that utility to clear out mid. Molotov towards the top boxes, but that's just smoke and mirrors. So, walk towards B. You can see Voxic's presenting with the flashbang.
They have 1 smoke available. I'll deliver out towards the B side now. In it goes. That's going to try and take vision away from Nafly here. He misses the shot. He had time to get that first one. Up to Nitro now. There's the bomb going down. It's going to be Nafly buying them some time there, but Carrigan surely gets it.
Traded. An important one. Nitro gets the deal he was looking for. Frozen, though, he's not being given anything. And with 20 seconds left, Liquid just know the clock's their best friend. They don't have to do anything other than survive. Voxic trying to draw fire. Nitro does step into the crosshairs. That's a step in the right direction. One in the form of a Liege, though, could really ruin all of their plans. Voxic goes down. That's the round. And Liquid find 15 off the back of a timeout. They let 6 rounds back-to-back slip away from them. But after the timeout, after having Adren on the mic, they managed to deal with the B take.
Yeah, there it is. Opening kill from Stewie. Left him in an advantageous position. Round 29, but there's 5 digits in terms of finances for every single mousesports player. They'll have everything they need. But it's the same story for Liquid as well. 2 rounds for overtime. If they can win this, mousesports that is, there won't be much cash left over for Team Liquid, actually. That's if they get a clean sweep with no one saving anything. So 1 Krieg for a lead, 2 AWPs, 2 M4s. You can see, actually, Liquid only have 1 smoke on the lead. Twist with no flashbangs, so there are some compromises, but overall it's fine.
mousesports, a team that I feel fall into the category of getting so close yet so far, so often, you know, against big names.
Well, As we mentioned, this is the pick of Liquid, and mousesports haven't had the best showings of that. I don't think many people are expecting them to pick this one up. The fact they made it so close will still give them confidence moving on to Dust 2. They're keeping up in the fragging department, and that map can be such a question mark at times. It really can come down to raw skill on the day.
That's for sure. Look at the aggression from Mirage in pursuit of match point. Woxic's actually going to be waiting for it, but it's going to be 2 when that smoke fades. He can't handle both.
He has the right angle. He could get 1 and fall back.
Tucked in, and we'll re-sweep it. Twist could walk in. It's Mirage, catches him, and he can back away. Safe to fight another day.
Massive. Twist couldn't justify the swing there. Didn't have the correct positioning to actually catch him. Might have got quick scopes. He'll hold there and hope they don't detect 2. 5 on 4. Stewie already low as well. Nafly with the secondary orb holding towards short. Less than a minute remaining. A chance for Liquid to close things out. It will be an A finish here. 2 towards connector, 2 at A ramp, 1 Palace. Twist to defend.
He's tucked in on the ramp. There is a possibility for a flash, but keeping them at bay for now. Chris J in the meantime, let's take down Naf. Bomb loose, and the smoke's arrived. Robs isn't looking. Twist, he's doing everything to pull Liquid across the finish line. But mousesports, they will not quit. They will not surrender. Now have the numbers. Stewie, what is that? Quick one onto Chris J. Keeps things level. Where's the bomb? Woxic, he can cross towards the site. Frozen's position is perfect.
He's got Stewie.
Stewie cannot win this duel, and so Nitro's left to try and find 16 on his own. 1 versus 2, sees the shadow, knows the duel's there, and Frozen wakes up, wipes the sleep from his eyes, and pulls home 14 for Mouse.
Oh my goodness, what a tense round that was. Woxic detecting the potential threat towards the A ramp. Perfectly positioned, gets the first, stays calm, doesn't overcommit, lets his teammates get ready towards connector. They had 1 towards the end of Palace. They managed to trade out the kills, leaving Nitro in the 2 versus 1. He even spotted his shadow. That was the first. You can see him just getting out of there. And it's the P250 that takes down Twists. Did he? Was he celebrating
Was that a premature celebration?
I think it might have been. I'm not sure.
Tactical pause.
Oh, also shotguns, SMGs, 1 FAMAS, 1 M4 to deny overtime. Certainly possible, but difficult. And we'll take a massive mistake here from mousesports to allow this buy to run them over.
What a comeback this is. Sure, a 9-6 half, but it was extended to such a large extent. 14-7 the score. Now, 15-14. mousesports 1 round away with the economical advantage to take us into overtime on Liquid's map pick. World number 1. Shaken, but now they stir.
The auto shotgun in the hands of Nitro. They are going to push towards the Palace here. Nav trying to take matters into his own hands, but no one there. You can see Rob's actually holding T-spawn for any potential flanks in that area. They've read it perfectly. They know what they're up against here. And that's such an ideal spot. They do go towards T-spawn. They'll have no chance against him. He's guaranteed frags. But that's if Nafly wants to push any further. To me, it looks like a B split right now. But that can change, of course. Smoke towards window. We've seen them have great setups to get towards that short position. Smoke down towards a connector spot as well. That removes vision from ticket booth. Anyone looking towards a short position. And Stewie, once again, trying to shut them down as they make their way up. But they seem to time it well every single time. Just when they get on the corner, that's when the smoke's going down. Stewie can do nothing about it.
Start to arrive on B. Nitro looking to react, trying to change the way that map looks. And now with the smoke down, 1 low, Frozen's going to have to operate with 30. Chris J, I think he was blind, still gets Nitro. Frozen's there with the Krieg. mousesports are 2 frags away from weathering the storm of an incredible start from Team Liquid. Their T side bouncing back. They're practically locked out. There's almost nothing they can do.
Yeah.
Naf, he's got a flash, a smoke, sure, a kit. He's coming from apps, but they have the numbers so perfectly. They have the positions. Checking this corner isn't going to be a priority of Twist. There's so much more to clear. But mousesports, they'll cheer, finding the overtime. My God, 9-6 halves respectively.
That is quite the statement there. It didn't look like they stood a chance. It was Liquid that had map point for so long they couldn't close it out. The final round with the shotguns, UMPs, 1 rifle, and it looked like that opening pick towards short might have been enough. Nitro tried to secure his position. That was the opening kill. Alicia got the dink on Frozen as well. Nitro dropped, didn't even get a shell out of the auto shotgun, and everything's reset. mousesports remain on the T side. Another overtime here in Berlin. 10K start money affects the CTs significantly, especially if they go for the double orb setup. It's exactly what Stewie and Nitro want to bring out, not Nafly this time. So changing things here.
27 frags for Woxic. Coming into the overtime, that's his regulation finish. Very influential presence with the AWP, regardless of the side. For now, on T. Going for the information as best they can.
If mousesports take this map away from Liquid, that is absolutely huge.
They have not been shaken by the deficit they were facing.
The tenacity they've displayed here is not what I expected, to be honest. Liquid, normally so calm at closing these games out as of late. Carrigan takes a nade to the face, but continues his assault towards the connector, gets himself in position. They've been so good at finding real estate, valuable real estate at that. Elite trying to deny that towards the ladder room here. Frozen will make his way in. That was a kill for Elite. Almost fell apart there, but he manages to get the all-important headshot. Nitro flashed off, trying to fend things with the AWP this time. It's Twist to find the second kill.
He was so patient. Carrigan thought he had the flank, but that was
back.
Twist tucked in the corner to find the second frag of the round for Team Liquid, and now, yeah, falling back but broken. They'll send Chris J through underpass to hopefully catch the rotate from the CTs of B off short. But with 30 seconds left, their options are going to be oh so limited. Stewie2K has that secondary AWP, and he has an opportunity to just hold ramp. Lige catches Chris J towards connector. An impossible task. 15 seconds, 5 members still standing from Team Liquid. They can't even get the bomb down.
Well, there we have it. A clean sweep there for Liquid. Double up setup this time with Nitro holding it towards B. Opening pick comes in for Liquid there. Alish holding towards ladder room. Takes down Frozen. Unsuccessful in their campaign to take over that map. It was Carrigan towards the connector. They went back towards the A site in a 5 versus 3. Didn't work out for them. This time going in with 5 rifles, no AWP. See Voxic low on cash after purchasing the AWP in the first round. Now smoke towards middle. See if we can work out their initial setup here. Smoke's all over the map. Stewie repositioning up towards short this time, looking to find a gap. Spray from Elite doesn't really connect at all. And they're going very quickly towards the connector. And Carrigan to lead the charge. Frozen drops first once again.
mousesports trying to change up the pace, and the smoke from Carrigan enables him to...
Well, Carrigan knows.
Perhaps catch Nafly on the advance. Oh, he's in between 2. Nice connection from Naf. Just 3 early advantages given to Liquid, 2 rounds in a row. Stewie caught out, but not fragged up. Christian to a Lige, and Rops, he's the one with the full HP, but he has to... Oh, that's brutal. Molotov into the crosshairs of Stewie2K. Chris J lines up ahead, but Stewie goes hunting. No worries. 17 now to Team Liquid. And how can mousesports approach this next one? Are they going to feel the woes of MR310K?
Considering Voxy bought the AWP in the first round, they actually will. He'll have $2,600. They got no plants at all. You don't often see, even in 10K MR3, the T side are normally fine. If you get no plants, however, you might find yourself in a compromised position. So it'll be a Galil for Chris J. They've thrown over the AWP for Voxic here. They've got very little in terms of grenades. Chris J with just a flash, Voxic with nothing. Looking good for the 3-0 here, but it's enough to win the round.
Are they calling an aggressive mid in the last round of their CT push? It
Why
is.
not?
Straight up. That deep
smoke.
smoke, yeah. Stewie2K to throw that one. Oh, but I think the reaction of this is just to charge in towards the B site. Liquid are going to try and play retake. They realize they couldn't hold it on their own, so he just dips into kitchen. Let's see what mousesports can cook up. Oh,
it denies it.
It denies the plant.
Oh, that's absolutely huge.
And
Elise
Elite
coming in
is
from
here
short.
now. Oh, and he can tap away at Woxic. He's low. Where's the rest of his team? Carrigan's tucked in on the corner, but Liquid, they don't have to fire them just yet. Woxic now does relieve the pressure. Smoke towards the kitchen door. They're holding them back without really taking the fights. They walk in again because of that bomb location. Nitro could punish.
They have no smokes remaining. They have a Molotov. They have to throw it in towards the kitchen window. Rops coming with a big backstab here, but it might be quite telegraphed. They haven't still got a plan down here. They're not even going to go for the bomb just yet. Rops gives up his position, but he does get a frag. So does Frozen. That pressure from Rops is absolutely everything. 2-on-2 now. They know Rops is there. Carrigan alone toward the B side. Who do they focus on? 35 seconds.
Oh, every decision they make controls their fate. Rops, is he really giving them the fight?
That's
There's a perfect
so good.
flash! Wow! Rops plays the waiting game. Carrigan sets him up. Teamwork makes the dream work. And now 17-16, that gap is kept Nice and close.
Yeah, that's so well done. It looked like they didn't stand a chance there, especially when Robs gave up his position, but that pushed the CTs back in towards the site. You could see they had to try and react off it. The flashbang couldn't have been better. They have to line up. You see Carragher gets 2 flash assists there. He does absolutely everything. That is fantastic teamwork. You are dead on. As we get into the second half, they scrape together a round with not much at all there. Galil's, a couple of AKs and the AWP, and barely any utility to speak of. They give themselves enough to pull this one back.
Seeing Liquid just fall out of that was Stewie's call.
Yeah.
He had the presence of mind. He's like, I won't win this fight. Falls back, wants to preserve the numbers. They double nade Chris J's plant.
That's crazy, isn't it? The fact that it denied it so perfectly really made it quite exciting there. Twice as well, they tried to get the bomb down. Nitro denied it for the second time. But still they come back and win it. May I remind you, I'm sure you've all watched a lot of overtime. There's been plenty of them at this major. It's first to 19 for a win, 18-18, it goes to the double overtime.
And we keep going. Record was set at this very major.
Yeah, just yesterday. 60 rounds is the major record. We're a long way from there.
Certainly. And with this being the most important best of 3 of the major so far for these two teams, question of endurance. If you go into like a long overtime, in the first map of a series, that's a conversation for another time, but one to bear in mind. Does the player walking up towards Connector. Stewie be facing off the back of the he ate a team flash there. Doesn't deter him. Woxic holding Connector, catches Nitro. Pops into the sandwich. They're going to be swinging on benches. It's a perfect position for it, but Twist seems so ready for it. Takes the fight regardless, though. Rops prevails. Liquid picked apart, just Stewie and Naf remain. No health for Stewie, but Naf trying to do everything for him. He can't. Left to Stewie and traded. mousesports, 17-17.
Very nice crossfires, looking absolutely solid here. mousesports will tie things up. Team Liquid still have plenty of cash, of course, but next round will post map point first. They'll go over 5 rifles here, 2 of which are Kriegs for Elysian Naf. 30 kills for Voxig, Carragher 22, Chris J 20. Frozen and Robbed, you'd like to see them right up there as well, but it's a great team effort overall.
Really, I mean, do I need to remind you of the 10 HP, no armor, ace clutch from Rops's Deagle?
Absolutely.
My God, that was this map. Feels like oh so long ago. Aggression perhaps coming up from the CTs. Chris J's flash trying to set his teammate up as well. Stewie's getting behind those boxes. He'll be flushed out by the Molotov.
Well, such an important round here. mousesports with Dust2 up next. The door of taking the map away from Liquid, their pick, where they've struggled on throughout this tournament. They haven't found success here at all at the major.
They're going for ace smokes here, Henry.
They are. Liquid's lining them up right now. The bomb's there. They have one player towards connector. That's Stewie 2K, but he's got presence towards short and that connector. Roxy will throw in the incendiary to try and hold them at the ramp. Twist runs through, takes damage for it.
Oh, he's taken a risk, but he's got himself in front of the smoke. Changes his mind. His teammates aren't really there to support. Instead, they're going to get caught by Stewie, who's been lingering in middle. Takes Chris J down and out, and that's going to be... Oh, that's a problem. Bomb will not go down just yet. Woxic ensures that. Liquid favor. Certainly, they have the numbers, and they're about to change this even more so. With the bomb down, Rox looks to take the fight, but Naf brings it to him. Carragher, he has done so much. The expectations of fragging not always there for Carragher, but he's doing it right when it matters.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Voxic, though, has to go for this one. It's not going to work out. It's Team Liquid, the post-map point yet again. 1 round away. mousesports will still have finances here. Chris J 2,900, though. So they can buy. They'll just have to make sure they spread out the wealth accordingly. Stewie 2K holding for the flanks. He spots the boost. That's such a huge frag. I can't even begin to tell you. Gets frozen as well. This kill, so clean from Naf. Robs has been a thorn in their side. He closes things out.
I didn't realize that Stewie saw it was a boost because he got even more information. Not only a kill, he knew where one of them was.
Yeah, you're right.
Damn. So much, so many moving parts in Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
And this one could be the last of Mirage. Liquid to win their map pick. 1 more round. It's the T side though, and Woxic's casting his eyes towards B. Given that responsibility, he has had such a good game so far. The responsibility will not come to him just yet though.
Yeah, he's put up a world-class performance here against the world #1. Looking to hold the B apartments here. He's there alone essentially. They've tucked themselves in deep on the A side. I think there's 2 towards the shadow position. There's the coach, Alan. It's been such an emotional game. It looked like they were out of it. They've had to grind their way back in. Now 1 round separates them from a double overtime. Liquid need to be careful here. Flashbang will not affect Voxy, but Naf will get past. I feel like Voxy's got a kill here. Looks very good.
Swing from Naf. He does have the smoke. Should enable him to escape without too much of a threat. Molotov, you can see the panic from Woxic. Nitro's into the site already. They know where he is. Rop's, however, trying to keep him safe. And he's done more than that. A double kill. It's all they have. Rop's still on the site. Twist is going to go hunting. He can't find it. Rop's just with a double then. And Liquid are 1 frag away from taking their map pick. Made to sweat. Made to overtime, no less, by mousesports.
Well, they certainly got warmed up. That's for sure. Frozen with no kit. He's got the incendiary, the smoke, a flashbang, but surely no chance here. Liquid seem like they're comfortable here. No one has to challenge. Wait till he touches the bomb. Significant damage, and there it is. It will be a very close game. Too close for comfort for Liquid, but all they care about is winning the map. They've done that. Sure, it was labored, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be Dust 2 next. They're no strangers to that map, but mousesports, they showed up in such emphatic fashion. Voxic looked amazing. Carrigan up there at the top end as well. 23 kills. Chris J's on fire. Everyone seems so decent right now. No one's dropping off in the server whatsoever.
Which is exactly what, rather selfishly, we could have hoped for. And that's everything you want in such a crucial series. 2 names, 2 big names in Counter-Strike. mousesports on one end as this new mix of old and new, the young shooters with the leader of Carrigan. You then combine that with Team Liquid, who are supposed to be the #1, but come to Berlin and have tripped and stumbled. 1 map away from Liquid confirming what many expected coming into this one. But mousesports clearly are going to be fighting for that one.
Yeah, I can't wait. Dust 2, we've outlined it so many times. It's a fraggers map, and we've got 10 keen fraggers on the server right now. A massive question mark every time we go into Dust 2. A lot of top teams don't enjoy playing it against fragging teams because it's such a difficult map to operate with, especially if they build up momentum and start running away with the economy. I know it's going to be fantastic. I hope you stick around, and we'll see you after this break.